Hi Soapies, Sherry here from a Misty Dimness AMD soap, and today I am bringing you right into the middle of a hot mess. I wasn't really going to record this, but then I decided why not? Could be interesting, could be fun. I haven't done a video forever. So for the soap making forum challenge for June is to make a rimmed soap. So I started out with this lovely slab of soap, and maybe I'll have to move this out of the way so I can show you guys this. And it broke while I was trying to get into the PVC pipe. So I had this cute round cavity mold that I just got like last week or the week before from Crafter's Choice when they were having their $25 off of $75 sale. So I thought, great time for me to pick up a new mold. So I wound up chopping up the slab for the rims into smaller pieces. Not all of them are perfect. I suspect some of them have cracked. So we will have to wait and see for the unmolding to look at. I suspect one of my problems is some of my rims are quite thick. Instead of being 1/8 of an inch pour, in some places it is about probably 1/4 to maybe even 3/8 of an inch thick, and I'm just not confident enough to try and slice that thinner. It was all I could do to get it into here. Okay, let's just acknowledge I don't have great soap skills. So with that, I will have a lot of scraps. I have a lot of scraps. See, look at all this waste from doing a stupid rimmed soap. Okay, so I decided to leave my recipe as is for the original idea of putting it into a long PVC pipe, and I will just put those chunks that I just showed you into a loaf mold, and the extra batter that doesn't get poured into the small cavity molds will also go into that loaf mold, and we'll have a kind of cool chunky looking soap. Sure, sounds like a plan, right? So this is my oils in here. I have my coconut milk. I have my base oil ingredients, which is slightly modified. There is a little bit more rice bran oil in this, and I didn't add any stearic acid to this. Usually I add stearic acid to my honey soaps, so yes, there is also honey in this. I'm kind of hoping that maybe doing a different water discount. So today I am doing a 33% water, not a water discount, a 33% lye solution strength. That my soap won't get as soft and I won't need to use the stearic acid. I am not coloring this guy at all. It's going to be all natural. The only color will be from the yellow, black, and white rim that I did. I also have ground oatmeal in here too. I can't remember if I said that. So for fragrance, I am using Micah's and More Oatmeal Milk and Honey. It smells fabulous. I hope it is just as fabulous in soap. And all of her fragrance oils, when they come, they have this red top in. And in case you haven't heard, although by the time I get this video posted, it's probably going to be old news. In case you haven't heard, Micah's and More is going full-time. It will no longer be a group buy, which I am super stoked about. I'm really happily curious to see how her shipping time turns out. There's quite a few fragrance oils that oh wow, man, these things are tough to get out. Quite a few fragrance oils of hers that I really like. Her Cool Water, I think is just hands down the best cool water I have ever smelled outside of the original. And yep, when she ships these, your fragrance bottles are not going to leak. I can't even get this one out of the bottle. Okay, so we are adding in grams because I'm no longer doing ounces. In grams, we are adding, oh, where are you? 62 grams. And this always makes me so nervous because I'm like, I'm just going to go flying right past this because I am just just thinking about, ooh, 61, 63. Okay, we'll take that. We will take that. Okay, so now this also has our fragrance oil in it. And then over here, whoops, we're gonna scooches you back. With all this extra stuff on this end of the counter, I don't have a lot of working space like I know. This is my lye solution. And in here I have my pre-mixed lye solution at a 1-to-1 lye to water ratio. And I did a 3% superfat, and this is a 33% lye solution, so I subtracted the water that I needed to add. From that number, I subtracted my honey amount. I also added an equal part of water to my honey just to help get it mixed in with my oils and my coconut milk. So I added just a splash of water to this jug. I also have my dendritic salt. Normally I add kaolin clay to this, but I actually added that into my oils because I'm going to have to blend it anyways with that coconut milk, or oatmeal. There we go. With the ground coconut in there. So I'm going to give this a quick blitz for the salt and just to get things incorporated, and I'll bring you back when I'm adding it to the oils. So here are my oils all blitzed together with the coconut milk, the kaolin clay, the ground oatmeal, the fragrance oil, the honey, and a little bit of water. And we're going to go ahead and disconnect, and we'll pour in our lye solution. All right, beautiful. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick blend this to I don't know, emulsion maybe. The honey and the coconut milk started to heat up. It has turned a bit orange. Experience has told me that that orange will go away. It's not actually scorching or anything, but I am right on the edge of trace. So I am going to go ahead and pour into my rims. So here's my rimmed soap, and this is going to be kind of boring. And I did think about lining the bottom with some bubble wrap just to give it a honeycomb look, but I figured it's probably got enough going on that it doesn't need that extra bling. So we're just going to take it like this. And that should look really sharp once this has set up and cooled off. I'm seriously kind of thinking about putting this into a hot oven tonight and letting them gel. I have a little bit of concerns about my rim holding together around my soap, so I think gelling it will kind of help everything hold together a little bit better. We shall see. We shall see. So you can see that hardly took any soap batter out of my bowl. So moving on to step 2. Oops. Maybe we'll just wait. Okay. So step 2, I am going to pour just a bit off because I would like to have the top of it be not have any of the confetti chunks in it, so I'm going to set that off to the side for putting on top. And then this section right here, or this portion, however you want to look at it, I'm just going to throw my chunks in. My chunks are unequal sizes, unequal, just chunks and pieces, and I just gave it a rough chop with whatever was left. We're going to give this a stir now. And see where we're at. I think we're going to go ahead and throw all of it in there. It's looking pretty skimpy, so I want to try and fill that mold up as much as possible. We'll just dump that whole box in there. And now none of my soap has gone to waste. And we're going to give this a stir. Okay, and then so with those big chunky pieces, when I cut this one should look pretty interesting. So you guys will notice this is my silicone tall and skinny, and check this out. My husband made me a nice box for it, and it works beautifully, and I'm pretty excited. I don't have to use my wire basket with my lotion jars, holding everything straight and upright and still having Cricut bars. So, and I'm sorry, I just realized I was blocking your guys' view there, but I haven't figured out the camera setup for being on the other side, so you guys don't get blocked all the time by my arms. Okay. I'm going to give this guy a quick tap on the floor to level him out before we add the layer without the chunks in it. There we go, all tapped out and leveled out. Give this guy here a quick stir. We may not be able to pour him. He's pretty thick. So we're just going to spoon him on top just like that. Bounce, whoops, there I go, slinging soap. So I'm gonna squidgle this out. I'm gonna give it a tap on the floor, and then we'll do our sculpting-ish. It's not as high as I thought it was gonna be, so we'll kind of see what we do with the top. So here's one of my pieces of saran wrap. I cut a whole bunch of these because I'm doing a whole oatmeal milk and honey series with different fragrances, and just using milks and oatmeal and honey in my soaps. So we're just gonna kind of tap that in for our honeycomb look, and then we'll get a little swoop. This is kind of the signature look I've been given. Oh, one of our little confetti pieces popped up. This is kind of the signature look I've been giving those oatmeal milk and honey soaps. Is just a little cute little beeswax or honeycomb and swoopy. I don't know what to call it. So there we go. That is all she wrote. I'm going to go ahead and spritz this with some rubbing alcohol. And because this one's a coconut milk, the last few oatmeal milk and honey that I've done have been with buttermilk. Coconut milk does not seem to heat up on me as much, so I don't need to put this one in the refrigerator. In fact, I will probably be covering it and insulating it. And I'm going to put these room soaps, I'm going to put them in the oven. I'm going to heat up the oven to, I think the lowest temp my oven goes to is 170 degrees. So I'm going to preheat it to 170 degrees, turn it off, let the oven just kind of chill for 5 minutes, and then I will put the soaps in. I'll leave those in overnight. And we'll see what kind of hot mess we have in the morning. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like watching me make so videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. I have lots of fun things coming up that I can't wait to show you guys. You can catch me on Instagram at Soapies and Sparkies. You can find my Facebook group, Soapies and Sparkies. And you can find all of my products. My next release is July 1st, which by the time I get this video done is probably already out there. But you can find all of my products at amdsoap.com. Check me out. I have a blog over there. I have a newsletter. You can sign up for my newsletter. and just check out where I'm gonna be and what I'm doing and what I'm up to. And 10% of all of my sales goes towards Cottington Cares Cancer Foundation, which helps support local families who are going through cancer with just some of their basic necessities. It's a cause that's near and dear to my heart, so I appreciate your support so that I can help support them. So thanks for hanging out tonight. Stay soapy, friends.